What up, YouTube? You know who it is. Justin, STL Waver 314. I'm back, hitting y'all with another video. Today I'll be talking about my journey with 360 waves. You know, this is just a talk session or whatever. You know, before I get started, I hardly ever do this. You know, so I'm gonna show y'all my waves or whatever. So I don't want new viewers thinking this guy don't have waves. My camera's not all that high tech, so bear with me, but y'all still see him. But yeah, what made me want waves? Well, honestly, I'm one of those people that started off with a different hairstyle and kind of like fell into waves, you know. I really wanted my hair like braids, you know what I'm saying? I've been waving for 8 years, since I was like 14. You know, I had like a little fro or whatever, and only had my hair braided maybe twice in my life. But I noticed, you know, my hair grows really slow, or my maximum hair length really isn't that long. My afro was only about maybe like that big. It wasn't that long at all. You know, I wanted to be like straight draping. You know, I was young then or whatever, you know, thought it was cool. But yeah, my mom, you know, she didn't want me walking around with a nappy afro or whatever. Didn't, you know, take care of it or whatever, you know. It was just rough, you know. So she made me get my hair cut as much as I did not want to. Got in that chair, got all my hair cut off, low even, waveless haircut, right? So I'm like, man, one of my favorite rappers, you know, well, my favorite rapper at that time, one of my favorite rappers to this day, but my favorite rapper at the time was Nelly. And y'all know I'm from St. Louis, so that's kind of natural, you know, for me to kind of look up to him at such a young age or whatever, you know. And I would look at his videos and just see his waves, like, man, that's kind of tight, you know. If he can do it, you know, maybe I can do it. So got me, you know, a brush, and I started off with a pomade, believe it or not. As much as I hate pomades, that's what I started off with. I thought that, you know, the pomade gives you waves versus the brushing. I'm 14, I don't know. So, I mean, yeah, I got the pomade or whatever. My method, every single day, I would wet my hair up, right? And I would just brush. I had a flat brush. It wasn't a Diane, but it was kind of similar to this, right? It was a boar bristle brush, you know, that was flat like this or whatever. But yeah, just every day, just be brushing, you know. And when I got done brushing, I would take the 360 style pomade, you know, I would follow the directions, get about a quarter size amount, rub it in my hands, just put it in my hair, you know, put it in my hair, brush it in, and then put my do-rag on. Simple as that. I did that probably 2 times a day. You know, I did that probably in the morning, and then at nighttime I rinsed it out of my hair. At this time I was shampooing with shower gel. Yeah, I was pretty ignorant. You know, I never had, you know, really all that much money to go out and buy my hair products. So, and I couldn't use my mom's stuff, so I used shower gel. Got it raw, washed it all out of my hair or whatever, and I put it back in my hair. You know, brush a little bit, go to sleep. Next day, get up, brush a little bit, rinse it out of my hair. You know, brush till it's dry, add some more, put the do-rag on. That was my method. I didn't YouTube that. I don't even think YouTube was out then, but I didn't YouTube that. No one told me that. That's just what I did. I thought that that's what I had to do. And as my hair grew longer or whatever, at about 2 weeks later or whatever, you know, I got kind of like this, you know, you could just look at me just like, yeah, you need a haircut bad at 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? At 2 weeks. So I just had like this real nappy low cut on my head that I needed to get cleaned up or whatever. So I went to the barbershop, and, you know, he ran the clippers across my head and, you know, gave me a haircut. And I got up, and I kid you not, I was spinning. I had no idea it would be like that. I didn't know what I was doing, but I was like really good connections on the side. I mean, I don't think it was I can't remember if it was a perfect 360, but man, I was very satisfied with my waves. I mean, think about it. I've never had waves before in my life. You know, I'm just messing around, you know, brushing my hair and putting some pomade in my hair. Next thing I know, I get a haircut. It's a wrap. Forget braids, forget afros, forget jerry curls, whatever, dreads, whatever. It's all about the waves now. So now my confidence went way up. You know, I'm like, now this stuff works, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to double it up. I'm going to perfect this, right? So brush more. Everywhere I went, had my brush with me. If I went somewhere without my brush, where your brush at? That's how people knew me. I was always brushing. In high school, I was known as that dude, you know, with the waves, and known as that dude with the brush. You know, I had dude tell me, you know, you got the best waves, you know, blah, 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 blah. Girls tell me, ooh, your hair's so soft. And yeah, I was feeling myself. You know, not the way a 14-year-old would feel itself, but I was feeling myself. My confidence was up, right? So yeah, you know, 14 years old, came 15, 16, 17, still maintain that hairstyle. But hold on, all good moments kind of have their bad moments, right? So after a while, I started hearing people say, man, what happened? You starting to fall off. I'm like, what? I'm not falling off, man. But I was in denial. I was falling off. You know, I wasn't throwing olive oil in my hair. I wasn't doing nothing natural, just strictly pomade, you know. At this point, I'm still kind of in the mindset that the pomade does most of the work, not the brushing. You know, so I switched up my pomades. Tried Sporting Waves. That really didn't work too good. Tried Sporting Waves in the gold can. That was decent, but it wasn't all that. Tried Dax. Oh, God. I hate Dax. I hate Dax with a passion. It's way too thick. If you put too much in there, you're going to have just like a whole bunch of little tight curls all around your head. Ugh, it's the worst. You know, you could have to shower like maybe 6, 7, 8 times before all of it comes out of your hair. By that time, you just stripped all the oils out of your hair just a mess, man. Just an embarrassment. So, I mean, yeah, I had to figure out what I was doing wrong or whatever. And, you know, probably from about maybe 16 till about maybe March of last year, I just been kind of like coasting with my hairstyle. It wasn't as good as it was, but I still had waves nonetheless. Then I started, you know, YouTubing and trying to, you know, find some help or whatever, you know. And as y'all know, I'm sure y'all heard of him, Brick Bandits 09. I started looking at his videos. You know, I had bought like probably a week. I really started getting serious into it again probably like March of last year. I had bought probably $40 worth of pomade, just a whole bunch of, you know, wave products or whatever. I was really serious. I wasn't playing no more. As soon as I started watching Brick Bandits 09 video or Hot and Fly TV, Rakim, y'all know him, you know, and he say he don't use grease, and I'm looking at his ways like, he don't use grease? What? He say all he do is get some olive oil, rub it in his hands, or some shea butter, rub it in his hands, throw the do-rag on, brush, you know, do his little back method or whatever, and that's how he gets spinning, his little hot water and olive oil method. After watching those videos, that $40 worth of products I had, I threw them all away. I'm like, if this is the way to go about it, I'm doing it wrong. It's not the products, it's the brushing. So let me do what he's doing. Let me get what he's on. You know, and I started, you know what I'm saying, as I got more and more knowledge on olive oil and shea butter and all this stuff, and I got some, started using it in my hair or whatever, you know, I started branching off and kind of like trying to develop my own methods, because I didn't want to jock him, you know what I'm saying. I didn't want to be another Brick Bandits 09. I didn't want to be helping people, you know, saying the same stuff that he was saying and taking credit for it. That's not me. So I started, you know, doing my own research, doing my own trial and error methods or whatever, and I found out what works for me. Next thing I know, I'm on Wave Builder. I'm helping people. You know, people come to me, inboxing me by, you know, 5, 10, 15, 20s of them, you know, just piling up in my inbox, you know, and I help them all, you know what I'm saying, no matter how, you know, intelligent the question may be or how unintelligent the question may be, you know, I help them. And that gave me more confidence, my confidence back. My waves started getting good, my waves were healthier or whatever. And at this point I said bye-bye to pomade, no more pomade ever, you know. And that's basically it, you know. Next thing I know, I'm Wave King. You know, now my popularity goes up, my views, my subscribers go up, all that, you know. And this is where I am now. I'm still trying to perfect my ways. They're not perfect, you know. I still got a long way to go, but I've come a long way as well. So that's basically it. That's my journey. I hope I motivated y'all. I hope I've gave y'all some hope for y'all that, you know, really don't know. Trial and error, you know. Be yourself. Find out what works for you and your hair type, you know. And remember, it's not the product. It's on the brushing. I'm out.